welcome to what might be the season finale of the regular season. It might not be the season finale of the regular season. It kind of depends how we do in the first 2 or 3 games, really. We've Southampton to start today, who are chasing the playoffs. We've then Middlesbrough, who are 8th, and chasing the playoffs. Then we also have, before the end of the season, 6th placed Preston and 3rd placed Sheffield United. Bournemouth are nailed on for the title, although they've certainly fallen off from their start, but they're definitely strong enough to get the job done. They've got a 12-point gap for automatic promotion. I don't think there's any doubts, really, they're going to win the title, but certainly that they won't get automatic promotion. We are 7 points in the playoffs with a game in hand. We could make that 10 points if we win on Matchday 39 against Southampton, which surely puts us in a remarkably strong position moving forward for the rest of the regular season. But there's Sunderland away, Coventry at home, Cardiff away. I mean, they're winnable games, but they're also games that we could drop points in, certainly. So it's up in the air at the minute. You guys will probably know by how long the video is, but right now, I haven't got a bleeding clue. So we'll go and play 10th placed Southampton, who are very good, regardless of that poor league position. Southampton, last time we played them, I seem to remember having a half-decent game against them, but probably ended up losing. Saints. We drew 2... we did draw 2-2, and we kind of lucked our way towards that, didn't we? Well, now at St Mary's, it's not going to be any easier, is it? Saying thank you to those of you on the board behind me continually for your support in the comments section. Today, we are saying thank you to Robinson Kamau, to Alfie Vickers, and to Vaporterra for your continued support in the YouTube comments section. We've got press conference questions to bring to you, but for now, as ever, concentrating on the football. Sheldrop again. Can't get there with Calvin Ramsey. It's an excellent run. The run was good. The cross was even better. The positioning, though, from Rasmussen at the back post, not quite so good. Offside. And quite away as well. It's a wonderful goal. It just won't count. Cashing. Going to get through the middle as they're looking to press here, Saints, but they're not doing it very well. Lobato up against Bree, who scored a brilliant goal in the... Oh, Jesus Christ. In the Carabao Cup last week, as you see this. Like, literally, I think yesterday, as I'm recording this on Thursday. So, that's fresh in the memory. I'd very much like to avoid a 5-3 scoreline, even if we win 5-3. I'm not sure my heart rate can take it after the way that the last episode went. Recording this on the back of yesterday's episode, where that Nottingham Forest game and the Hull City game really kind of drew me overboard, really. Hoping that this is going to be a bit more straightforward today. Darbo looking to get away. He's got to time it right for Fofana, which we've done. And his 5-star weak foot left. Draws the saver, and Lumley, no goal yet. Gimme. It's probably a foul. I'm going to get away with it. It's a lovely ball in behind to Lobato. I'm going to tuck this back for Shaw Retire. And Shola, has his shot blocked? We saw so many shots blocked in yesterday's episode, particularly against Blackburn. Southampton, however, at home, are not doing their playoff hopes any good. By doing that, Pontus will say, "Ta very much," and we'll have a 1-0 lead. Apparently not. Smallbone still going. That's a Sheldrop. Don't even contemplate dropping underneath the bar. Jesus Cristo, that had me worried. Ramsey, little dink. Darbo's in. That's a lovely turn inside. Oh, I was trying. Foday. Well then, I was trying to find Josh King with the ball inside, who was arriving from deep. It's not very often you see Foday Fofana miss the target when he's free in the box like that. 99 times out of 100, not only is it on target, that is rippling the back of the net. Lobato needs some support. This time we will find Josh Key. This time Fofana has the support of Shaw Retire, who cannot be found. Well intercepted by the defence. We need to put a stop to this sooner rather than later, otherwise we're going to get a chance for Southampton before the break, which we won't get. Still in front. 3. I don't really want to go. He was determined to play that to Smallbone. It didn't matter what I did or where he went. He was going to give it to Will. Comfortable enough save. It was awkward though. Nice little layoff, but Smallbones run off with it. Trying to play it quickly forwards and intricately around the corner so that we could maybe build a counter-attack and add a second. If we get a second, I think that's game. Father Marston's doing his best to ensure that we don't need a second to get the win. Nicely played. Crescene got to use Fofana. Got to use Sola. Wrong foot the defender. Looked to send Pontus through the gap. Pontus. Darbo! Tried to go near post and catch Joe Lumley out. He was not to be fooled. Lobato with the delivery. Sanderberger and Fofana in the box. Since Sanderberger's been in the side and in that position there from corners, Fofana's not been in the same position. And I don't really know why. Because presumably it's position based, not height based. But because sometimes it will put a really short person in there. But it seems it's height based because it's put Sanderberger in there ahead of Fofana. Even though Fofana hasn't left the starting lineup. He might be though if he keeps finishing like this. Fofana should still be the man to aim for from the corners, but it puts Sanderberger there. He has scored a couple of times, to be fair to him, from that sort of scenario, but I would still prefer Fofana there. I'm going to take Fofana off here for Benny Traore. It's not working for Fode today. Benny's gone. Here's Josh King, forward in that cam spot. Josh King. Good save by Lumley. It was on his weaker side and I didn't have the space to move back onto his right, so I tried to place it rather than just swing wildly with his weaker foot. It didn't work. Went for precision over power. There's 7 minutes to go here at St Mary's. We need the win, really, to guarantee playoffs and to stand a chance. The most outside of outside chances of getting... That's not a foul. He's turned into me. Of getting that second automatic promotion spot. You know what we're waiting for here, though. That cross and ball that's undefendable, but it hasn't arrived, thankfully. Crescene's clearance goes straight back to Sheldrick, though, which is rather poor. But McKengo's in the way, thankfully. Lovely turn by Lobato. Didn't want to kick it, though, did he? Sheldrick, I might foul him. If my McKengo's in the way. I've got it back again. Sheldrick, I thought, was offside there, but no. Kern missed the challenge. Nice ball. Sheldrick. Crescene's with him. Crescene wins it back. Just get it out. Well done, Benny. Not quite so well done, Benny. Maybe I should have tried to bring it down. Kern. It's in. It's away. And it is dealt with. And it will cross the far side quickly. Hanbreve. A 1-0 win away from home against Southampton. One that had to be handed to us, but we would accept with open arms. Thank you very much indeed, Southampton, for the 1-0 win. You gave it to me. I'll take it. Our first press conference question of the day comes from Kempy. It says, "Good afternoon, Mr. Monk. There's a rumour going around that now automatic promotion is looking unlikely, that if you fail to get promoted to the Premier League, Lenny, Lobato, and a few of the other players could look to jump ship and move on. Is there truth behind this, or is it just speculation?" Obviously, we would like, regardless of what happens in the summer, for our better players to stay. Those better players are having better seasons than they ever have done before in their career. So if there is interest for them in the summer, should we not go up, then we have to expect it. There'll probably be interest in the summer, even if we do go up. But we shall have to take every individual matter and bid on its own merits. We're currently 8 points from second, with 18 points available. We are 10 points inside the playoffs right now. 9 points inside the top 5, in fact. Although we do have Preston left to play this season. It is doable still, albeit one of the biggest challenges we've ever faced in this save and on this channel. To get automatic promotion from our position right now. It would be a miracle. Miracles do happen. So Jones, Justo quickly around the corner to force. And he's missed the target. I don't recall actually showing you Middlesbrough pre-game, actually. So let me show you their starting lineup here now. Not sure what their form looks like. Sol Bryn in goal. Sam Parker, Gatoni, Dale Fry, Bangura, Sulemana, Mishut, Isaiah Jones, Riley McGree, Samuel Justo, and Marcus Force up top. On the bench, they don't really have that much to call upon apart from Alessio Butaro, who's a defensive player. Seny Dieng, obviously a goalkeeper. Middlesbrough trying to get to the playoffs, but they're in a position that we were in last year, where there was only really that one playoff spot available in 6th, which is currently occupied by Preston North End. We weren't able to get there last year. We ended up finishing 3 points short. Middlesbrough, I'm sure, of course, would love to get themselves into those top 6 spots. I'd be confident enough if it was Middlesbrough we came up against in the playoffs, though. And Preston, for that matter. Blackburn, too. Sheffield United and Norwich, however, they are a different matter. That said, we got a draw against Sheffield United this season. And we've beaten Norwich this season as well, although we had to work bloody hard for it. So we have to be confident, or at least not unconfident. Howsey kept that out. That we can win any playoff game and beat any potential playoff opponent. I don't know how they've not scored so far in this game. Valdemarsson is pulling off, well, a miracle of his own before we even thought about getting towards the... Oh, he didn't close me down, Gatoni. He's just left me alone. That's gone to Foday Fofana, the most deadly championship player in the past 2 seasons. And I expected him to come towards me, so I went to play the pass to Josh King. He's just left me alone. What's he doing? I can't believe it. I should have just shot. Top. Go on, Lenny. Run, lad. Lenny Lobato! Solbrin makes a ridiculous reaction save. The entire half to himself, and I've not scored. Fofana's up. Fofana's always up. Okay, he must have used the hand then, because that advantage apparently was in their favour. Justo. Don't foul him. Don't even shoot either. Riley McGree. Oh. For everything Valdemarsson has done right today, the one fired right at him is the one that goes in. Sure, it's T-rate. Oh, Darboe. That's gorgeous. Pontus Darboe. It's a great save by Bryn. Oh, and Middlesbrough have learnt from Southampton's mistakes. Really good stop with the keeper. That was a terrible ball, though. Looking for Foday. Lobato, don't make the same mistake twice, lad. He hasn't. Middlesbrough have not learnt from Southampton's mistakes. 1-1. Henderson, Lobato, Okengo. Darboe, got back heel to Shola. Josh King. Lovely turn. Foday. That's what he's all about. That's why he's the most deadly striker in this division. That's why we have to go up. Because otherwise, surely someone is going to try and sign him in the summer. We were so lucky that no one came in the summer last season. Somehow, only teams in this division were interested in the January window. Seemingly no one's paying attention to the Championship outside of those in the Championship. But Foday Fofana is again, I think, going to at least be challenging, if not getting, the top goal scorer award for this division 2 years in a row. And down the line. Drill it. Send him. Oh, Foday. He's getting silly now. He's getting really silly now. Foday Fofana, we love you. Justo with a delivery. Holy Christ. Holy Christ. All right, Middlesbrough. Calm down. They've had enough chances in this game, really, to have beaten me about 7-3. The goalkeeper's made some outrageous saves. We've gotten some big fortune. And, well, the whistle should go now, because, quite frankly, it's not going to make any difference to the result. I mean, maybe the goal difference, if they do score, would make a difference in the league, but they're just not going to score. Out! A 3-1 win at home against Middlesbrough. Just what we needed. On the back of the 1-0 win against Southampton, results are still coming. Sheffield United won. I can't see Nottingham Forest there, though. But Sheffield United are a side that were just 1 point behind Nottingham Forest. Couldn't have asked for more from Fode Fofana today. 2 more goals for him, and he was, as ever, an absolute brute. Our attacking play, he's always a threat whilst he's in the team. Let's check the goal scorer chart, shall we? Player stats. 31 goals. He's got more this season in 40 games than he did last year by the end of the year. He got 26, was it last year, Fode Fofana? 31 and counting so far this. Not even close with anyone else. We are a one-man offensive team. So 5 games to go in the season. We are 12 points inside the playoffs. There are only 15 points available. So we're definitely getting playoffs, everyone. The question is, are we going to stand a chance of closing in on those top 2? Sunderland to come next. This is... well, every game other than Sheffield United remaining this season is winnable. Why our morale keeps dropping to content baffles me as well, because I've managed the squad well with playtime. Yes, there'll be some people unhappy with their contract, but that shouldn't affect the morale of the whole squad, should it? Sunderland's 17th in the division. We'll have a quick press conference question here on the way in. This is going to be from Daniel. It says, in regards to the dip in form Cambridge have had in the mid-season over previous handful, do you think your insistence on keeping the same formation could lead to teams to learn how to counter it effectively after a few matches? Do you think your style of play can survive in the Premier League as well, should you get promoted? I don't think it's a case of people sussing us out. It's not like we play something that's completely alien. So it's not a case of people don't know how to play against us and then figure it out and start battering us, because we always get better again towards the second half of the season. Maybe it's the fixture congestion. I don't know. I'm not sure. You'll see that Darboe and Henderson here are up to 80 rated at present, but I don't really have an answer for that. Whether we can survive in the Premier League, I really don't know. You've seen how we've struggled against some of the better sides in the Championship, and obviously the Premier League is a step up. But Sunderland away at Stadium of Light should be a dub. And it is. Shoretire and Fofana, as we actually don't necessarily boss the game, but it is a solid result. Sheffield United have got Cardiff away. We have Cardiff to come. Forest were in there as well. Forest have won their game. And Sheffield United have won theirs. So we're up to 4th, although Norwich have a game in hand. The game against Coventry is a week and a half away. We've got some youth scout reports available, so I'll have a look through those. But as it stands, I think it's rather evident at the moment, with Forest and Sheffield United not letting off any steam, that whilst we have officially qualified for the playoffs with 12 points available and a 12-point lead and goal difference not going to be turned around by plus 25, I don't think we're going to get any higher either. It's going to be 4th or 5th. I think it's probably safe to presume at the moment in time that it'll be Norwich that we have in the playoffs. 8 points the gap to Forest, 12 points available. Again, it's doable, but let's be honest, it's quite the miracle. Oh yeah, scout reports. Sorry, I forgot. Matchday 42 about to take place. It's Coventry at home for us. Nottingham Forest still 8 points clear. They've not played yet. Sheffield United have lost on Matchday 43. Norwich have won on Matchday 43. I think quite frankly, we are... well, unless Forest are going to have played now, which they have, and they've drawn. So if we can beat Coventry, we close the gap. Time is running out, obviously. That's their starting lineup. Donny van der Beek's still in there. They won their last game, but they've lost the last few. It should be, especially at home, the straightforward game. And is Darboe, Berger and Lobato with the goals. The gap to Nottingham Forest closes. The gap to second spot in the league closes. With 9 points available, the gap is 6 points. Goal difference is close enough that if the point sway happens, we could get the job done. It's Cardiff next in 3 days' time, which is not perfect timing, to be completely honest. We will have to set everybody here to recover their fatigue as best as possible. We might need to make some changes for the simmer against Cardiff. We have a quick final press conference question here that says, LJ Teasy. Greetings, Mr. Monk. With automatic promotion seemingly getting out of reach, are there any plans to sign an experienced free agent to bolster the squad for the eventual playoffs? Well, at the moment, LJ, the dream still lives, albeit it's dangling by a thread. Congratulations, Bournemouth. You've won the league. No plans to sign a free agent, though. Even though finances currently would allow, with the remaining budget with stretch, and obviously I can move some of my transfer budget to make the wage structure in the green, I'm not planning on signing a free agent just for the playoffs. No. We do still need to sign Calvin Ramsey permanently, and we still will look to do that. But we need to make sure that we know exactly what we're giving him and what sort of wage he's going to be on, what sort of wage we can justify giving him, because whether we're a Prem side or whether we're a Championship side will decide upon the sort of contract that he gets. To win, Shola, 68th minute. What have Nottingham Forest done? They've won 2-1 against Coventry. That is a 6-point gap with 6 points available. Up next, Preston. Lots of loans expiring. Apparently, Zamura's loan is expiring twice. Ramsey's loan is expiring twice. Oh, now it's telling me I can do it. But it's not actually giving me the option. Sweet. So I'll do that with the live editor then. At the end of the season. Basically, we're going to be in a spot... Oh, hurry, darling. You've been playing loads of football recently. He's played more football in the past 3 or 4 weeks than he's played all season. And now he puts the transfer request in. Stupid freaking game. Right, Preston at home. Have Forest played? I think they might have done. They have and they've... No. They have and they've won. Nottingham Forest are uncatchable. We could go up to 87 here. This is... Right, win this. Please win this. Sick. Well, it cut at just the moment, and I wasn't recording. I was relying on what as I ended the recording, ended the episode, I noticed I hadn't been recording, and the fact that the stream dropped means that I lost. I can't even reload the stream footage and download the stream footage. So the end of that league season was just entirely lost to time. Sick. The scenario was, if we beat Preston, then we would go above Norwich, be within touching distance of Sheffield United, meaning that with playing Sheffield United on the final day, we could go into third if we beat them, and we could finish with Preston as our go-to playoff semi-finalists, and Sheffield United would be forced to play Norwich, which would be an easier playoff scenario for us. As we headed into the game against Preston, the plan was to sim that, win that, play Sheffield United. I simmed it, I lost it. Preston beat us by 2-0, meaning we were definitively finishing 5th. Norwich finished above us. We simmed then Sheffield United as well. We lost to Sheffield United by 3-0. We have Norwich in the playoff semi-finals. Norwich are our opponents for the playoff semi-finals. Please tell me there is a pre-match press conference here so I can raise morale. There is not. Sick. So, the league table ended like this. Because at this stage, I have no idea how much was saved by the live stream and how much wasn't. Bournemouth won the league with 107 points. Nottingham Forest came second with 94. They just kept winning. Sheffield United drew a game, but they kept winning outside of that, and obviously beat me on the final day. Norwich in 4th, ourselves in 5th, and Preston in 6th. Relegated from the Championship this season will be Rotherham, Millwall, and Barnsley. Barnsley at one point were on 4 points halfway through the season, so fair play to them for recovering as best they did, but they're down. So we'll do a full season roundup after the playoffs, because we need to know if we're going to the Premier League or not. Because right now, we don't. Are we Championship or are we Prem? We will find out in due course. Tomorrow's episode will be the playoffs. I'm a bit nervous. Are you? For the first time in this save, join me tomorrow for a chance of promotion through the playoffs. It's taken 4 seasons in the Championship to get there. Can we make it to the Prem? I'll see you tomorrow.